Oh, mother. Why, bro? Why?
Whoa.
Why? Get away from me.
Whoa, bro.
Get away. Bro, what the fuck, man? Why, dude?
What?
Yeah,
You're right?
you sitting that, bro. You know what you did.
What happened? What happened, Mo?
You know what you fucking did.
Did what?
What you do?
What did I do?
You know what you did.
What did I do?
Did you see
You
that
went
shit?
underhook and I pushed your elbow.
Did you see that shit? No, you were a bitch, dude.
Alrighty, so I know what you guys are probably thinking. Nicola, you look great today. Oh, but seriously, you guys are probably wanting some backstory, better context, better understanding of what actually happened, what led up to this heated exchange that you see here in this video. So I guess before they were actually in the octagon here, sparring or grappling with each other, Orlando Sanchez was actually just in the gym having some fun. He wasn't even like with somebody who was a fighter. I think he's like a strength and conditioning guy. They were just in there having fun, like working on some boxing stuff, nothing serious. And Sean Strickland was just kind of in there doing his own thing. Obviously, he's in camp because I believe he's fighting next month. He's got a main event fight against Uriah Hall, and so obviously he's going to be a little bit more serious. He's kind of in his training camp mode doing his own thing, and I guess the whole entire time while they were there, Sean Strickland was just chirping these guys, Orlando Sanchez and his friend, just saying things, talking trash to him, making fun of him because I think they were like wearing hats or something because they were in there just messing around in the gym. He said they looked goofy, that they didn't look like they belong in there, and was just saying things back and forth, and then was asking people like, you know, who are these guys? Somebody obviously comes up, answers, and like, oh, that's Orlando Sanchez. He's a jiu-jitsu world champ, 80cc champ, very decorated jiu-jitsu guy, and which Sean Strickland proceeded to talk trash, keep saying things to him, which actually led up to them in the octagon here that you see in this video. The video starts out, they're just sitting here doing some pummeling stuff, grappling, clinch grappling, and then right here you can see this is where Sean Strickland goes for the underhook, gets his arm caught underneath Orlando's armpit, and as you can see, Orlando kind of pulls his arm back, his arm that's, I guess, the overhook hand. He completely winds up, yank, pulls right into it, and that's what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that back or play that back in real time so you can see that. Just boom, explodes right into it. And that does not feel good. Coming from a big dude, that does not feel good whatsoever. I definitely believe, like, if you're looking at this, just no context, and you're watching this, that is 1000% a jerk move, because that does not feel good. A dude that big exploding your elbow when your arm's already straightened out and it has nowhere to go, and you have some dude just driving up into it, that doesn't feel good. And then obviously, as you can see here, Sean Strickland gets mad, and he throws some strikes here, throws a little backhand. I mean, props to Orlando Sanchez, like, he blocked all this stuff. You go back and watch that. He puts his hands up, and then the teeth comes in. He puts his hands down. I mean, he took a little bit of it, but I mean, he ate it for the most part. He walks the dude down, and obviously Sean's upset because his arm probably hurts, because that definitely doesn't feel good. He's like, how is it a dick move? It's grappling. I kind of see Sean's point though. It is a little bit of a dick move, but right here you can see in slow-mo, he goes for the underhook. Orlando just explodes up into that. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. That definitely didn't feel good. I don't know, when I watched this at first, it's definitely, like, it definitely doesn't look good, but then when you understand the backstory, you hear the backstory, and the fact that Sean and Orlando did not know each other whatsoever, and I do understand, Orlando had no idea that Sean was actually in training camp, that he had a fight come up next month. I don't think if he knew that actually he was probably in training camp and he had a fight coming up, he may have not hurt him or done that. He probably could work him any other way. I mean, the dude's a very decorated jiu-jitsu grappler. He's a lot bigger than Sean Strickland. He probably wouldn't have any problems handling him in a grappling match. When I hear Orlando's side of the story and I hear the backstory of what actually happened initially, I was like 1000% Orlando's in the wrong. That is a total jerk move. You should not do that, especially to some dude who's a UFC fighter who's in camp and he's going to be fighting next month in a main event slot. That is definitely a jerk move. But then when you hear the backstory, you understand everything, that Sean Strickland was talking trash. I've heard a bunch of stories actually now after this whole video came out. There's been so many other stories that have come out about Sean Strickland. Apparently Sean's just kind of like a jerk like that. Like he's I guess like his people, like his friends, like he's a nice guy, but he does kind of come off as a jerk. And especially when he's like in training camp or like when he's in the gym like this, apparently he's not a nice guy at all. Like they were talking about how he's been knocking people out, things like that in the gym, which kind of isn't a cool thing to do. I understand when you're getting ready for a fight, you're doing like full on sparring, things like that, trying to get prepared, trying to get acclimated for that actual fight setting. You are definitely gonna have to be swinging, you know, like full power, full speed in order to get that timing, that feeling down. But I don't know. I mean, knocking people out kind of is a jerk thing, because I mean you don't want to ruin people's chin or their brain in the gym. Like we all know, like the problems with CT and things like that. I'm not going to get at all that. I could definitely see though how Sean might be in the wrong in this, because it does sound like Sean can kind of be a jerk. And then when you hear that he was talking trash to him the whole entire time, not even know who he is, just saying things to him, saying he doesn't look like he belongs in the gym, all this kind of stuff, and then you actually get in there and then you get you do get cranked like that, which kind of is a jerk move. Definitely doesn't feel good. But you probably shouldn't be talking that trash in the first place to put yourself in that situation. It's like when you see people in a street fight with like the Spencer Jones bar fight. If you don't want to get knocked out, if you don't get your face busted up, if you don't have to have eye surgery like that Spencer Jones guy did, don't be talking trash. Don't be putting yourself in that situation to get hurt or to get in this situation. I like Sean Strickland though. I like him as a fighter. I'm definitely gonna be watching him, you know, next month when he does fight against Uriah Hall. I've actually bet on him plenty of times. He's made me money. I do like him as a fighter, but it kind of does sound like he is a jerk. And when you understand the context of all this, I could definitely see Orlando Sanchez's side, but also I don't think it maybe is right to do that to somebody. I definitely understand Orlando's side. Initially, I was 100% on Sean's side, but the more I watch it, the more I understand the backstory and the context of this. I kind of see both sides, and I honestly like. I think they're honestly cool with each other now because I think Sean did actually apologize to Orlando for how he reacted and things like that. I think they're kind of cool about it now, but I think honestly both sides. I could see both sides are at fault because Sean Strickland shouldn't be talking trash like that to get him in that situation, and Orlando probably shouldn't be doing that, especially if you don't know who the guy is, whether he is in training camp or he's just some chump off the gym, because you're Orlando, you know what your accomplishments are, you know what you're capable of. You don't need to be bullying people like that. I don't know, but I want to hear your guys' comments, your thoughts on this in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like, share this video, send it to someone else you guys would also know that would enjoy this type of content. I make videos like this all the time, every single week, so if you guys do enjoy this content, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll probably catch you guys later on this week. I got a video probably for the fights this weekend. We got the Cyril Gane and Alexander Volkov card, and then I think I'm going to do my MMA Monday podcast on Sunday this week. I'm going to be busy all day on Monday, so I'm not going to be able to get that podcast out on Monday, so be looking out for the podcast on Sunday. Until next time though, I will catch you guys later.